Marcia, aka Ann Loam, and welcome to my studio for something completely different. I have started a new playlist called Video for Helping Hands, and it has two purposes. The first purpose is that my wonderful friend Carolyn has offered to help me with my video editing, posting. I'm hoping to also talk her into maybe moderating so I can start live streaming. But basically, she is going to help me, which is awesome because I need help. I'm so busy, as most of you know. So the playlist is so that I can videotape everything that I'm teaching her to do so that she has a place to go back and refresh. If there's something that she hasn't done for a while, she'll be able to just go back and rewatch the video. And then of course for you guys, as you grow and you need to add more skills or you want to show someone else how to help you, you can just send them over here and they can watch the video and then they will be better able to help you with your channel. That's my goal. But basically I wanted to archive everything so that I would be able to give Carolyn as much help as possible even when I wasn't available to talk to her face to face or on the phone. So that's my goal. Now this first video is actually going to be me kind of drawing out what I do for every video. I mean, the first question she asked me is, what do you want me to do? And in my brain, there was a list of 17,000 things that I wanted her to help me with. But she doesn't do videos and she doesn't have a channel, so there's no way for her to know how it all goes together. So part of this process not only is to tell her what she needs to do, but it helps me streamline my actual process. What do I do to create a video to put up on YouTube? What do I do? For the last 2 years, I've just done it, but I've never had to explain it to anybody. So I think that's a really good step. I used to be a business analyst in my old life. So when I started thinking about it, it was like, yeah, I got to be able to figure out what I do so that I can show someone else how to help me. Because there might be parts of the process that she's like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. And that's fine. But I have to identify that before she can help me. So the first part is the actual making of the video. And I will always continue to do that. But a video has many different parts. There's the actual video itself. This is like the raw footage. This is what I do either with this camera or the one over my pouring table. But there's an intro. And then there's credits. And in here there's captions. And there's music. And to do the intro, I use Canva to create my intro. And for the credits, there's information that Carolyn would need to know to put in the credits. And there's information that she would need to know. There's information that she would need to know to create captions. And then in the raw footage, there's the editing protocol. Because when I edit my stuff, I know what I want to create or have as a final product. Carolyn doesn't know that. She needs the editing to reflect me, so it's still me in my videos. So basically what she needs to do is cut out all the swearing. That's going to be part of her job because I'm a family-friendly channel, right? So then I started thinking about that. Then it was, all right, once I have the video, oh, and there's a part here. Right now, I do videos in Movie Maker. It's no longer supported. They're not putting out any patches. They're not doing anything anymore for Movie Maker. So my lovely husband downloaded Resolve 14. I have no idea how to use it. I've never done a video in it. So I need to learn this so I can teach it. I think these videos will help with that too, so that as I'm learning and I can videotape it, and then Carolyn can see what it is I was doing to get a certain effect. So that's important. This is a huge piece. This scares me to pieces because I've been doing it in Movie Maker for 2 years, and I can do it standing on my head. I can just click, 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 add in music, blah, 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 intro, blah, done. Now I have to learn a whole new thing before that completely breaks down and it's an emergency. So I need to learn this, and then I need to teach it. So to create a video, so I end up with a video, and then, so you have this video. This is a finished video. I believe it's an MP4 when it goes into YouTube. It gets uploaded. So then in YouTube, there's an entire process. You need a title. You need a description. You need tags. I'll probably have to explain this to Carolyn. She doesn't know about YouTube tags. She doesn't do YouTube videos. Then there's scheduling, because I actually have a calendar where I put all the videos so that I know what's coming up, so that I can slip in or move videos if something's an emergency video, but something that I want to get out right away. I have to be able to move my other ones, but I gotta know where they are. Part of this is Hootsuite. So there's something else I need to teach Carolyn is Hootsuite. There's scheduling, there's playlists, there's end cards, there's also cards within the video. So once I have the video, if I want to reference a different video, I put it there. And then at the end, there's the extra videos that says go and see my other playlists. That goes in here. So I have to be able to do that. She needs to be able to put up a thumbnail, which is also done in Canva. So I have to show her how to do an intro in Canva, and then I need to show her how to do a thumbnail in Canva. What else is there? Oh, there's the advanced things where I change so that comments are always newest instead of the most popular ones. I have to put in today's date. In the description, I have materials. So I'm going to have to teach her about materials so that she knows what to add. All right. So there's this. This is the basics. This has nothing to do with engaging after the fact, doing comments, dealing with subscribers, or any of that. This is just me making a video and putting it up on YouTube. So then we have to go with a list of, oh, and I also created a Dropbox because Carolyn doesn't live with me. She lives in her own house, and she's going to be doing this work there. So I created a Dropbox, and so now I have to come up with, how am I going to put the information into the Dropbox? For how long do I have to put in all the information until she figures out which music goes at the beginning and which music goes at the end and which music I use in the middle. I mean, at the beginning, I have to show her everything, or I have to upload everything. But as she learns, then I have to figure out what I can leave out, because she has created her own set of folders at her home. I'm assuming music is going to be one. She'll have access to Canva, so we'll be able to share doing the intros and the credits, that kind of stuff. So I had to create Dropbox. So then it becomes Andrea Carolyn. Not only what the tasks are, but when I have to do them. So the first thing I have to do is film the video. Nothing can happen until I film the video. Then I need to upload it to Dropbox. And I have to upload the music. And until Carolyn learns how to do the Canva intro and thumbnail, I will have to do that. Like, I'm not gonna overwhelm her right away. I'm gonna get her to do the editing first and then start adding on the tasks. So in the meantime, I have to give her everything. I would have to probably have some kind of note that would say the materials that I used. I usually have a piece of paper that's, when I'm doing something, I will write down everything I used and the seconds and what video I'm referencing for the card. So I would have to take a picture of that and upload that for her. So that's materials and any other notations for cards. And I know I'm forgetting stuff. So then Carolyn needs to put everything into Resolve. She needs to edit stuff out. So the cursing. And then she needs to add stuff in. So that's music and all of these things, the cards, the intro, all of that stuff. Then she has to save it. And then it would have to come back to me. For now, at any rate, I would probably have to upload to YouTube and do all the cards and stuff. And then at some point, she takes that over. I'll give her access. She uploads it. She schedules it. But that's a process, right? That's a growing process. So out of all of this ideas, and I'm really glad I sat down and did this, I now have to create a task and a task timeline. So I need to figure out everything that I do. I'll videotape and explain it and then put it into some kind of timeline. Sorry, let me get this out of the way and start another piece of paper. There's two different kinds of timelines. There's a regular timeline, which starts at the videoing and could technically start even earlier with a planning stage. Let's say I know that I want to do a video, so I think about it, think about what size I want to do, think about like a commission, or I've done a giveaway or something. So there's this pre-video, but then there's the videoing all the way to the time that the video is released or scheduled, and then it goes. So there's steps all the way in here that have to be done in order to go from this to this. So that's a regular video upload. Then there is something that has a deadline. For example, when I do my hop videos with ABC Studios, they have already done the planning. So there's a call to artist, where they say this is the hop we're doing, and then down to the date that someone else has decided. I have no say in the matter, right? I don't, like, if this one doesn't get released for an extra week, I can push it, I can move it. But these ones have a firm date, and then I have to work backwards and make sure that I hit not only all my steps, but I have to hit all, in some cases, I have to hit all of the steps that is being driven by my collaborator. You know, they need me to not only load the video, probably here, but then there's engagement, and there's sharing, and then there's the release. So there's all my stuff, and I have to make sure that I have enough room for their stuff. So that's 2 timelines that I can think of right off the top of my head. Then there's so in training, this isn't the tasks. This is the training to do the tasks. So there's going to be resolve, for sure. Resolve 14 is going to be a big one. I'm going to have to do a little bit of Dropbox with her until she's comfortable with it. I'm going to have to do Canva training, and that means I have to recreate my Canva team so that she has access to my stuff. She's going to have to learn how to, music is its own little beast. It doesn't matter if it's in Movie Maker or in Resolve or in any of the other ones. There are things that you need to learn how to do within it. Then there's YouTube loading, right? How to do it. I had to learn how to do it, and included in that is cards, end cards. You have to learn how to do that. Let me look at some of these other things. So within Resolve, there's like just editing in general. Then there's layers. Then there's adding in components like intro cards and credit cards. And like, I have a way that I do that right now in Movie Maker. It's going to be completely different, on top of the fact that it's much more complex. Movie Maker has been easy to use. I went into Resolve the other day, I opened it up and went, oh crap. And I closed it and I said, I don't have time. I'll have to go and look at another time. So there's the training component. I'm just looking quickly here to see what else I might need to train her on. Canva, music, upload, Dropbox, film a video. And again, this is just for videos. I mean, it'll be different when I hopefully talk her into doing live streaming moderation for me, because she would have to be comfortable with live streaming and how the back end of it works. Oh, so Hootsuite. I got to train her on how to use Hootsuite. It's not hard, but you have to be shown how to do it. So there you go. I'm going to have to do training, and that's what this playlist is all about. It's a lot of it is going to be here so that I can create a video with Carolyn on, so I can create a video for Carolyn or anyone else who ever offers to help me in the future. And that she can go and say, okay, so the Resolve one is going to be a huge one. There'll probably be 5 or 6 different videos as I learn to do all of these different parts, right? How do I upload the raw footage? How do I do editing of the raw footage? The fast forwarding, the cutting pieces out. How do I add in an intro? How do I add in my credits? How do I add in my music? I'm going to have to learn all that. So she's going to learn it too. Dropbox will be a short video. Canva, a little bit more complex, but again, it's not hard, but I need to show her, because when she wins the lottery and retires to Florida for the rest of her life, I might get lucky enough to have another friend who will help me, and instead of having to reteach them and and I can just send them to this playlist and say, start at the beginning and work your way down, and when you're ready, we'll get going. So does this make sense? I think it makes sense for me. I know what I need to do. I know where it goes after the actual video, how to get it up on YouTube, how to do the planning and the scheduling, who does what, and what I have to do to train. So for those of you out there who are reaching that next step in the YouTube world where you're starting to think of it as a little bit of a business, and these are things that you have to think about. You have to sit down and think about what your process is so that you can get other people to help you. Because my husband tells me all the time, what can I do to help? And most of the time my answer is nothing, because I would have to take time out of my schedule, my busy schedule, to train him. But now when I put these up, he might be able to cherry pick some of the things he's willing to do, and he'll know how to do it. And Carolyn will know how to do it. And anyone else that I'm fortunate enough to have come into my life who said they'll help me, it will all be there. So this is definitely going to help me. I'm convinced it's going to help Carolyn, and maybe it can help you with your YouTube business as you are growing. Otherwise, it might just help you start your YouTube videos. Maybe you have no idea where to start. Maybe this is the place and you can start with me, and I'll show you all the steps I go through. None of it's a secret. You just got to figure out what it is and make it work for you. Anyways, thanks for letting me brainstorm with you. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.